There you go. Jeez, I want to lean back. Beauty. Okay. Heavenly Father, let this episode go well. Lord Jesus, speak to me and let me get my words out clearly and to the audience the way you see fit. And give you all the honor, the glory, and the praise for allowing me to even have this platform. And then Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Kia Bia, where you at? Where you at? Kia Bia,
that's me.
Kia Bia,
That's me.
Kia Bia.
Yeah, that's me. What's up, Kia Bia Gang, and welcome to the Kia Chanel podcast. This isn't just a regular podcast. It's a place where we can let down our guards and be our authentic selves. So let's talk about it. The real, the tough, and the funny conversations. At the end of each episode, I want you to walk away feeling better than you did at the start. All right, enough of me talking. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's get into the episode. Welcome back, y'all. We are back again for another episode. Oh my goodness. Like crickets. Where have I been? I know so many questions. So what's going on? All of the things. Yeah. So let's just get straight into it, y'all. Welcome back to the Kia Chanel podcast. Welcome all of my new listeners to the Kia Bia Gang. I'm so happy you all are joining me and can be a part of my group, my gang over here. Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't know, why am I so nervous? This is crazy. Why am I nervous? My podcast. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get back into the mojo. Like, I gotta just get back into it. But I'm feeling really good, and I am ready to go about this episode. You are going to hear a little bit about, like, kind of what's been going on, why I've been MIA, what's been happening. But before we even get started, y'all, let's start with our praise break. So, for my new listeners, praise break, some things that's been going good in your life, that's just been happening this week that you want to just stop and give some praise to and say, like, you're grateful and thankful for it. So for me, honestly, I'm just going to say, like, I'm just grateful for my village altogether. I'm grateful for my village, for my family, my friends, my church family, even like my therapist, my mentors. Like, I'm grateful for the village that has been around me. Sometimes you just go throughout life and the small little blessings like that you kind of forget about. But I'm just so grateful for my village and for them just always being there for me. Even when I don't even realize that they're there for me or praying for me, praying over me, all of that. So I am just so grateful for my whole entire village that is surrounding me. So our meme of the week, which is, it can be a meme that I saw that was like funny. It can be a phrase or something that I saw that was motivational, or just something that just stood out to me. So I have like different tabs that save with all of different like things that just stand out to me. So this one stood out to me, and I am gonna, for my listeners, it's gonna be kind of hard, but for my viewers, I can actually show you all how it look on here. Ooh, that's real ghetto. Yeah, that's real ghetto, because let me tell y'all, it's not showing. Yikes. Like, girl, you have one job, child. So anyway, I got it on my phone, and we're gonna be good. Now, here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna play it for y'all, but also for my viewers that's on YouTube, you can just see it right here. So I'm gonna play for y'all.
I don't think we ever really got over that language barrier.
No, it's not your fault.
What the fuck? You speak English?
Of course I do.
You spoke English the whole time I've been here.
So it says how it feels when your niece or nephew randomly knows full sentences. So that was funny to me because like my nephew, he's 2 years old and he's just at this stage now where like he's really, really, really talking, and he's always been like, I think, really great with his language and talking and like expressing himself. But it's just so funny like that he really like just do full sentences now. Like he legit be talking. And even like the other day, I'm in the kitchen, I'm talking about like these crackers and all of this and that, and he's having a full like conversation with me, like, yeah, TT, like I actually had these crackers this morning, and opening up the pantry and showing me, and I'm like, oh, you did? Like, was they good? Like he just have all of these full conversations, and I just sit back and like honestly I laugh, but I also be just smiling because I'm like, wow, this little boy is literally like growing up. Like, when did you start having full sentences, like conversations with me? Like you were just my little baby, and now you talking to me? So yeah, that was my meme for the week. So let me know, parents, aunties, uncles, like how do y'all feel when y'all kids start talking in that talking stage? Like, do it catch you off guard? Do you be prepared for it? Do you love it? Do you not like it? Yeah, let me know. So yes, this episode is going to be called Twin, Where Have You Been? Because baby, where have I been? I know I've been MIA. It's been a lot going on these past few months. Already, usually summertime, I already tell myself like I take a break from podcasts just because I always need that time to just like pour back into myself. I need that time to kind of just relax and rejuvenate before I get back into the things of every part of my life. So summer kind of just be more relaxing for me. So I usually always take the summer off, but this year, because I had just published my journal and I was in the mojo to get all of that together and like go hardcore with promoting it and posting different things, and I wanted to do like this whole series on my podcast explaining like all the different things that happened with me publishing my article and the steps and all of these things that I just had so many ideas to the point where like if I showed y'all my notes in my phone, it was so many things that I had planned out. But then like May, June hit and I was stuck. I was like, okay, now I had planned to take a break, but also I didn't want to take a full break because like I said, I wanted to do the series. So I was thinking of like doing my podcast in a different way. And I just didn't know fully how it was going to look at it fully, but I still knew that I wanted to do it. I had my idea. Y'all, I don't know. May, June came and I was just like, what's happening? I have all of these ideas, but I was stuck. Like, imagine you are in the snow and you're driving and you're thinking that you're going to get to your destination because you had in your mind when you left the house, you were going to your destination. You didn't plan for anything else. And you're driving and you get stuck and you can't go nowhere. You just on the gas, you reversing, you putting in drive, you're trying to shift this way and that way, hoping that you can get unstuck and nothing's happening. You're just still there stuck. You can't do anything. You can't do anything at all. And I feel like that's where I was at. I was just kind of like stuck. I didn't know where I was going, what to do. And I was just like, God, like, I need you. I need you right now. And honestly, I kind of feel like I didn't hear him. I'm like, yo, God, like, I'm talking to you. Like, I really need you right now. Like, I feel really stuck. You gave me this huge blessing publishing this journal and doing all of these things. And you gave me all of these creative ideas to go about it and promoting it, but now that the time is there for me to actually move on the goals and things that I had, I can't do nothing. I'm stuck. Like, I can't maneuver in any way. So I had to just release. I had to release it all. And I just gave up trying to drive through the snow, trying to get unstuck. I just left the car where it was and got out the car. And so, in terms of basically saying, I just let go of trying to be in control and trying to get through to get to the destination that I wanted. I got out the car. I put my hands up and I'm just like, God, I don't know what you have planned, what you're trying to teach me, what you're trying to show me, but I give it all to you. Oftentimes I'm always trying to control things and trying to do what I think is okay, and then including God and thinking that that's okay with it, when it's just like, no, like, you know what? I'm giving you it all because I don't know what to do, and I'm genuinely stuck. Like, my brain, how in gymnastics, like, for instance, how Simone Biles was saying, like, that she had the what do they call it, the twisties or something like that, but we're basically like, that's why she couldn't do gymnastics that one year, because she couldn't get her body to connect with her mind and everything like that. So that's how I feel in my creative space, that like, I had these ideas, I was trying to get into the movement, but nothing was connecting, nothing was going together. There was no magnet happening, and other than trying to force something to go about and then it goes the wrong way, I'd rather just take a step back and then try to like go about it and see what happens. So anyway, that time came and I let go, and I was like, okay, I have this big thing that I have, but instead of trying to push for me to promote it, I'm gonna let it speak for itself. I'm gonna let God do what He do. And so I feel like with that, it was hard for me to explain it. Like, now I can explain it to you all. Back in June, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain it as me being stuck in the snow. I couldn't explain it as Simone Biles and like what she was going through in gymnastics. Like, I just could not explain it. I was just kept saying, like, I don't know what's happening right now. I have no motivation, no energy. I have no passion. Like, everything was just gone. The ideas was there, but everything else to keep me moving was gone. And at that time, I just didn't know how to explain it. I even was trying to explain it to my therapist, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. Like, baby, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And, I'm not going to do it. And so I think that I was going through two things at that time. And now reflecting, I'm still trying to put into words all of it. But I think I was going through two different motions at the same time. And God was like, okay, I need you to sit down so that you can see these two things you're dealing with and how they both kind of intertwine together. So on one hand, I was going through, I went through the steps. God allowed me to publish this journal. I'm an author now. This is amazing. I'm not 30 yet. This is such a blessing. I was able to not even stress about it. Everything flowed correctly. This was the most smoothest, thing I've ever done. And I was just so grateful God allowed everything to kind of flow. And I just knew that meant that this was His idea. This was His magic that happened. His miracle. And so on one hand, I was going through all of that excitement. And while also going through that excitement, I had some type of just self-doubt, and kind of like imposter syndrome a little bit. Just you're not worthy enough of this. What made God choose you to publish this article? I mean, y'all, why do I keep saying article? God, what you trying to say right now? Okay. It was just you published this journal, you did this, you did all of this, God allowed all of this to happen for you, and you just feel like you weren't, I just feel like I wasn't worthy enough of it, or why would God choose me? How do He see me being able to do something like this? And because of the things that's in the journal, it was I gotta back these things up as well, and that's nervous for me too, because of my own journey I'm going through with God. So I'm just like, thank you, God, for this blessing, but I don't know if I could really steward the way that you have, or the vision that you have for it. I don't think I can do that. So I had that part of me just having lack of trust and faith in myself and in God. But on the other hand, I was going through God telling me to be quiet and to be silent at the same time. So both of those things was going on, and I'm like, okay, you telling me to be quiet, you telling me to be silent, you give me this blessing, but also I don't feel good enough to even have this blessing. So how do I really go about it? What do I really do? And so in that, this was already happening, and this was happening too, but a situation happened where I was in a conversation with someone, and they told me their experience of coming to my book release, and then how God kind of spoke to them afterwards. And in that, they were just saying, that basically they were super excited for me. They was so excited to celebrate me and celebrate this big accomplishment, because they knew how hard I've been working on it. They've been kind of there through every step, honestly, with it all. And they were like, but God just kept telling me, like, why are you so excited? Like, why are you celebrating her? You shouldn't be celebrating her. Like, what's this celebration for? What was this book release for? Is she really doing this book release for me, for God, or is it for herself? And basically, like, do she want the spotlight? Is this because she wants to have the spotlight on her? And y'all, it hit me. I was like, what? Because I'm like, that's not, like, if you know me, I'm like, well, I ain't even that type of person. So why? I just couldn't get it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I trust this person. I trust what they're saying. And if they say they heard it from God, then let me do some praying on my own. Because sometimes, like, some people can see things differently. Sometimes they missed some stuff that God said. They didn't tell you the full story, whatever the case is. So it's always important for you to go pray and talk to God yourself. So, I'm like, okay, God, what you mean by this? Like, she's telling me this stuff. Like, all right, let's dig into it. Let's get into it. And to be honest, it was God wanted that to happen because it was a self-reflection moment for me. But also it was that the part that brought everything that I was going through together, because it made me kind of even self-doubt myself even more, where it's like, whoa, if people think that I want the spotlight and all of these things, I don't even want it, because I don't want people to even think that of me. So yeah, God, like, you can definitely have that. I'm straight on it all. But then also on the other side, it was God also showing me some things of, like, humility and being humble, and the lessons part that was coming about it. So that was the pivotal moment where I definitely was like, okay, I can't promote my journal, and I can't go about anything as far as my business that I want until I get this together, whatever God got me going through right here. So I want to talk about how the process was for me, because I feel like a lot was happening at that time. And I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm still trying to, like, get everything together in my head. So it's kind of hard for me to even express it right now, or to kind of explain everything. But I wanted to say that it was hard for me because I really had to understand both. I had to go through two lessons at the same. This segment is called Dear Kia segment. And you all are now going to be able to text me, message me. You don't have to just leave a comment or DM me or anything like that. You can literally text me. It will come directly to me. Now, the number that you will have is not my personal number, so you all can't track me or anything. But it is a Dear Kia segment. So you're going to be able to text me. Let me know what's going on. If you got something that you just need to let off, you want to pray about, you can text me. If you want to just blow some steam and just get something off your chest, you can text me. If you want to let me know something that's going good in your life and you want me to congratulate you or shout you out on the podcast, you can text me at Dear Kia segment, guys. So I feel like with those two things going on, it was like I was trying to navigate two things at one time. A part of me was trying to navigate the inner, like the inside part of me, that was the mental part. I was trying to get that together, my mental of how I see myself, but then also understanding how God sees me, while at the same time learning how to be quiet and listen for God. So it was like so many lessons happening at one time. And I feel like that's why I believe that's why God had to shut everything down for me, because it required all of me. It wasn't where it required just a little bit of here, a little bit of there. Oh, let's razzle dazzle here and then, come back to this. It was like, no, God needed me to get it all in one setting at one time, so that at the end, when I see this package, I understand every aspect of it and nothing is confusing or not clear for me to understand moving forward. And so when that time came, I heard God just kept saying, preparation, preparation, preparation. I'm like, okay, God, like, what are you preparing me for? What's the preparation for? And like I said, yes, I was annoyed because, yes, I had all of these ideas and goals and things that I wanted to do, but I was actually very invested in what God had for me. Like, something in my heart just kept saying, like, I don't know, God was just pulling on my heart in a different way than He has ever pulled at my heart. And I just felt that it was time for me to get serious, So through that, I feel like this summer I learned a lot of different things. I feel like God taught me so many lessons in one setting, and gave me challenges and tests right away as well that came with it. So before I even move forward, I'm really hoping that all of this makes sense, because in my mind it makes sense, but I know that I'm all over the place because, like I said, I'm still trying to understand it all. But I feel like God was telling me so many things and so many lessons that I was getting throughout the summer. I feel like a huge part was of me understanding when He said preparation, He was preparing me for it all. I feel like He was trying to teach me a lot about preparation when it comes to business, preparation when it comes to saying out loud that you are a true believer of God. And I think preparation within what He needed from me. I feel like those were the top three things. And what I mean by all of those different preparations was, first, the preparation where He was like, okay, I need you to understand, when you create this journal that is out for the world to see, you have reached another level, a level that you weren't prepared for because you've never been an author, a level that some people can't tell you how to prepare for it because they haven't been in that setting yet. But it comes with so much more responsibility, because at the end of the day, this isn't just a thing that I did. It's something connected to God, which puts it in a whole different totality, put it in a whole different level, where I feel like God was like, okay, you're going to get more critique. You're going to have more negative things. You're going to hear more people celebrate you as well through this. And yes, you get this with other accomplishments and like with my podcast and stuff, but it was going to be on a different level. And so I feel like He was preparing me. Like, this summer, it was preparation, because I did get tested with certain critiques and I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know how to respond to it. Yes, I got tested with things not being so positive about it at times, and I wasn't prepared for that. Had no preparation. And I was tested on being celebrated and people putting me on a pedestal and not knowing how to prepare or how to respond to that. Those were all things that God needed me to be prepared for, because he knows what's out here. He knows what's to come. And so he had to stop me before I even reached whatever level he has for me, so that I can understand it now in the small realm, where it may not seem a big deal, but like it's a big deal. So I feel like that was a part of it. And then I feel like he was also preparing me for the good and the bad of the things that could come with the journal, of what people may say or how people may respond to it, or even the questions that people may have about the journal. God had taught me so much while I was writing a journal that I never had to really think twice about it. So when it came to me selling the journal, people asking me questions about, like, what was your purpose behind it, or where did it come from? It was easy at first for me to explain it. What's up, Kia Bia Gang? I have a big announcement for you all. You said, what's that? Come closer. A little closer. A little closer. Okay. I'll stop. So I am officially an author. Yes, I am an author. I have my own journal. It is called Being in the Present. It is a self-help inspirational journal that is written by me. So in this self-help journal, it is not like your normal journal. You can go at your own pace. So you can start anywhere. You can use it at one time, then stop, then come back to it. You can reuse a prompt if you want to. It is not where you have to complete it in a certain amount of time frame or a certain amount of days. It is your own journal for you. So what's included in this journal, you must wonder. So with this journal, you have 30 writing prompts, or over 30 writing prompts. With this also, you have different quotes that comes exactly from my own podcast. You have mindful thoughts area. You have journaling pages, prayer pages. And then you also have some activities that's with some of these prompts as well. You have a music playlist that was created by me at the end of the journal, and so much more that's in this journal. It is designed to support you in your current season that you may be in your current journey, but as well as those to come. So this journal could not happen without God, like not at all. So I praise God first for even trusting me with his vision to download so many things that can help just not me, but you all and so many other people. So with this, let's all just grow together. I'm in. Are you all in? If you're in, come on. So let me tell you how you can purchase this. You can pre-order. If you're in the Metro Detroit area or surrounding areas, you can pre-order it and purchase it directly to me, and I can give it to you by dropping it off or meeting somewhere. Or you can also purchase it on Amazon. So I am on Amazon. All you have to do is type in Being in the Present, and it will pop up for you all to purchase. So those are the two ways that you can purchase it. If you do have questions, comments, concerns, or anything, feel free to just reach out to me. Please, you all, leave reviews and comments on my social media sites, on Amazon, so that I can know how is this journal helping you? What can I do better? Let's talk about it. Maybe you found something really, really inspirational in one of those journal prompts, and I also found it inspirational, or we can start a little group all together and talk about it. So you all, please let me know how I can help you all with being able to grow with Being in the Present journal. So those are the two ways that you can purchase it. Please find all of the links below. They will be in my description for you all. And I truly, truly pray that this journal helps you, inspires you, motivates you, and just pushes you to go into your next phase of life that God has for you. So thank you all, Kia Bia Gang, for supporting me. I love you all, and stay tuned for the rest of the episode. But then this summer, I did a vendor's table at an event, and this guy came and he challenged me. He challenged me hard, and I was not prepared for it. I didn't know how to respond to some things because I wasn't confident in myself, and I think that that's what God wanted me to understand, that I have to have a foundation in him where I'm confident in his word. I'm confident in my faith. I'm confident in what I believe in, and I'm confident on explaining it, but also being confident on saying things that you just don't know yet, or that you're not sure about, or that you're still trying to understand or learn. I feel like at that time I was still not that confident, so it threw me off, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, now I see what God is saying, like that He's teaching me quietly, but He's displaying it in front of me so I can understand, like this is what He's talking about." So I feel like that was a huge part. But also, so when I went to Women Evolve, that was towards like the end of the summer. And the main thing from there was like quiet, relax, quiet, relax. And I'm like, well, I've been kind of quiet and relaxed this full summer, I feel like, because I haven't been able to do anything. But it was a different quiet, relax that I took from it. Yes, we were talking about how, sometimes when you get a good message, you go to a conference, you ready to go back home and you in jet mode, like you ready to take off and do all the things and you just excited, you on fire, which is good. But sometimes God wants you to take it and then marinate on it, pray on it, make sure it's coming from Him. Don't just receive the message, have it feel good, and then just take off because you're like, oh yeah, this was for me. Like sometimes we just move so fast, and it was basically saying like, how about this time when we get home, let's not just take off right away. Let's marinate on it. Let's pray. Let's make sure this is exactly what God is telling you to do. And I was like, wow, that's for me, because I be ready to take off. But also I've been in a ready to take off because I've been sitting for so long. So I feel like, okay, all right, this gonna be the close of the chapter. When I get back home, like, oh God, I see you. Like we about to take off. We about to go places. But no, when I got home, we were still locked in. Like God was like, yeah, we're not done yet. Like we just getting started, sweetheart. But it was good though. It was like a relaxation, not as in resting and sleeping, but a relaxation and resting in God. As creators, sometimes, and I don't know if everybody can like attest to this, but as creators, sometimes like I get confused at when God gives me a message or when He shows me things. I get confused what's for me and what's for everybody. The lines be blurred. I don't know what to share with everyone and what to keep to myself. And so it'd be hard at times. And I realized that I did not realize that I was having trouble with that much until I became quiet and silent and resting in Him. And I realized that God was really, really shining light on, telling me that He just wants me. He just wants me. He doesn't want me as a podcaster. He don't want me as the author. He doesn't want me as this and this and that. He just wants Zakia. That's it. He just wants Zakia. That's all He wants. He wants His daughter, His child, to rest in Him. And to understand that sometimes when He poured things into me, it's not for me to take it and then write it and for me to be like, oh yeah, this is an episode. Or, oh yeah, like let me share this with somebody. Or, oh yeah, I can use this in this aspect and that aspect. And I got blurred because of me writing the journal so much and God pouring so much into me at that time, and it just being so smooth that I got consistent with thinking and comfortable with thinking that everything God poured into me, He wanted me to release for everybody. And He was like, yeah, I wanted you to put it in a journal. Now that the journal is over, I need you to close that book, and I need you to know that these things is for you and me. It's between just us two. It's not for the world to know everything. And so I think that was a big lesson I had to learn, was just understanding, like moving forward, when God do pour things into me, when He do show things to me, to stop and pray and ask Him like, all right, God, is was this for everybody? Is this for me? Can I do this for a podcast episode? Like, what does this look like? Because I want to make sure that at the end of the day, I'm storing everything correctly that he has. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to make mistakes or anything, but it just means that I'm going to be more cautious before I just move. I'm going to be, all right, God, what we doing here before I just take off and blast off into what I think is for me to share with everybody, or what I think is for everything. So I think that was a big lesson for me. But this time was also a time for me to just dive back into pouring into myself, and reading the Bible for myself, and taking time to just be with me and not having to worry about what I got to do. Sometimes I'll be moving too fast, and like, it's time for me to just sit back and just stop. And so I think that was a time for me to just stop. But yeah, so it was a lot that was happening during that time. Like I said, for these months, I think that those are some of the things or the lessons that I feel like God was showing me, because he wants me to know that I'm on a different level now. And that's not to say that I'm better than anybody, or that, oh yeah, like I'm stuff and you not. It's not any of that. But it's to show me, like, on this different level, your requirements are going to be different than people. What he's going to expect from me is going to be different than what he expects for somebody else. And I have to be ready for that, because that means that, yes, he's going to be harder on me. Yes, he's going to have people around me that I know are meant to send me messages directly from him. I know that they're going to be harder on me. So in order for me to receive it and to not to take it as a critique or something negative, or, oh, this person always got something to say, but to have it with open ears, I had to be ready for that. And it had to be first me taking time to dive into him, and set that foundation with God to know, like, okay, when these things happen, I'm going to be prepared and ready for it. But also with that being on a different level, like, I'm going to have to be ready for things that's going to come my way that may not be what I want it to be. But also I got to be ready for the tests and challenges. Like, the devil's going to, now that the devil know, like, oh, she really locked in with God. Like, I'm going to push her a little bit more. Let's see if she's good when this happens. And I was tested, y'all. I fell big time, but that's okay. We got back up. We're gonna keep going, because that's all that matters. Is that I got convicted right away, though. God was like, yeah, so everything I literally just taught you these past few months was for you to take this test and pass it, and you didn't pass it. And it was okay, though, because like I said, like, I got convicted right away. And I think that that's what matters, is when you don't get convicted. That means that something is disconnected from you and God. But for the fact that I did get convicted, that's how locked in I am with God, that I knew right away that wasn't right. But I allowed my flesh to take control, and not letting the Holy Spirit take control. Like, I heard God, and I decided to still do my own thing and listen to my flesh. And that doesn't work out so well when you do that. So I think that was like the biggest thing as well for me. So yeah, I just think that it's so much, y'all. Like, when you look at what I got, like, yeah. But I think that those were the things. And then also just having that humility, because yes, people are going to celebrate me, be happy for me, encourage me. That's all good. But to make sure that I understand the fine line in my own mind, so that if somebody is trying to celebrate me in a higher way than they're supposed to be able to be like, yeah, no. So this is we honoring God in this, not me. That, like, even the journal, like, that's the big thing. Like, this ain't, yes, thank God that he used me for it, but at the end of the day, this is to get people closer to God. This isn't for me to get celebrated or anything. whatever comes with it, I'm grateful and I'm thankful to God. I'm not saying I want to be in a corner, but also like a big thing is just staying humble through it all. And that's what's going to help me to continue to move forward when things do come about, that God has placed for me, like that He has for me, the big things that He has for me. I have to be ready to receive it with humility, and with a spirit of humbleness, and be able to help people to see that it's not me, it's God that did it all. So that is that. I feel like that is a lot of what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, yeah, I think that was really it. I just wanted to like come on here and just open back up to tell y'all like I'm back. I'm here again. Like we're back live on this podcast, y'all. We are about to go about it. But yeah, like I've been in MIA mode when it comes to my business, because I had to do a lot of self-reflection of myself, and I had to do a lot of healing within God, and a lot of studying and understanding. So it's been a long few months. It's been hard, but even I can feel me being on the other side now. Like I can feel, I can feel God releasing me to say like, okay, now it's okay for you to walk out of the doors, to get back in that car again. All right. Before we continue our conversation, make sure to follow me on all of my personal social media accounts to stay updated on what I am doing. You can follow me on Instagram at _KiaZ, _KIAAZ. You can follow me on Facebook at Kia Brewer. You can follow me on Snapchat at FabulousKia_4, or you can follow me on TikTok as Zakia Brewer. But make sure that you follow our podcast page as well on Instagram as Zakia Chanel Podcast. Okay, so where do we leave off? Yeah, so like I just wanted to show you all and tell you all like the things that's been kind of happening these past few months. But like I said, like I feel the excitement coming back. I feel that God has kind of like opened this door for me now. But I know that He's telling me like to take my time in it, take my time. And so I'm just really just making sure that I stay obedient and that I keep my ear open for God through it all. Because I know that this isn't going to be an easy road, because it's something new that I'm stepping into. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the things that God has for me. It's so funny because even some of the ideas that I had during that time, like some of those have disappeared, where it's like, oh, like actually, okay, God, like I see something different now, or you show me something different to talk about or to discuss, or how to create it and everything like that. So I am truly excited. I thank God for this experience, for me to kind of be more on the shutdown. It was hard for me, but I was able to still maintain like my day-to-day things, even though in the inside I was like not even sad, but like just going through it. But I'm happy that God allowed me to still be able to be around family and friends and still enjoy life while still trying to maneuver and understand these things. Because I could have just been like in my room and just been to myself the whole summer, and that would have been worse. But I'm thankful that I even have like a therapist to like even talk to these things and talk these things out that doesn't even make sense sometimes, but like being able to talk it out and trying to figure it out. And although she couldn't put words to every little thing, because at the end of the day it came from God, she was able to help me open my mindset to different things that maybe I don't usually think about or consider or want to talk about. So yeah, so I think that, like I said, my biggest lessons was just being that humility, that humbleness, him telling me about that preparation that's going to come, and the preparation and the foundation and staying strong in God through it all, being prepared for the things that's going to come with the journal, with my business all together, the ups, not even the ups and downs, but the flows that's going to happen through it all, being prepared to get hit with them all. But then also just seeing the side of remembering to take that relaxation and that quietness for God so that I can make sure I hear from him, but also to just seek him for him. And remember that God, at the end of the day, with all of these assignments and callings that he has in our life to get to the purpose that he has for us, at the end of the day, like, God also wants us. He wants us to seek time with him, to just seek time with him and not to receive anything or get something out of it, but to just be there and allow God to flow the way that he has for us. So yes, I am. Yeah, I'm good. I think that God just wants us to be so confident in him so that we can be comfortable and confident to comfort others, and to be there for others and to steward the things that he has for us the proper way. So that's my main goal. I just want to steward things correctly. I want to make sure that I'm not doing things just because I see it as something good, but that when he does give me a blessing or something, that I am stewarding it correctly the way that he sees fit for me to do. So yes, that is my podcast episode. My run and tell that.
Run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that, oh boy.
My run and tell that. My run and tell that will be honestly what I just said. Like, when you are no matter if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, if you are a content creator or a creator altogether, it can just be you in your day-to-day life. I will say my run and tell that is just to remember to stop what you're doing, seek God in everything, talk to him. That's our person to go to. Like, remember that to hear his voice and not the voice of others or the voice of yourself, but spend that time to quietly hear him and him alone. And then also to remember to be humble in what the blessings that God has given you and the gifts that he has given you. And remember to also be confident in what he gave you. Be confident to know that he chose you for that. He didn't choose nobody else. He chose you, because you're unique to go about what he has for you, that assignment, that calling. So know that. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. God chose you because you are the one to accomplish it. You are the one to change things. You are the one to push things in a different direction. You are the one to shift that atmosphere. You are the one to shift the mood wherever you are at. So know that you are chosen. Know that sometimes you may have to be set apart. Sorry, this is the last thing God talking to me. Just know that you are set apart. That doesn't mean that you are better than anybody or anything, but sometimes God chooses certain people for certain things. And so if you're set apart, don't look at it as I'm better than people, but also don't look at it as people aren't going to accept me because I am set apart. The people who are for you are going to be okay with you being set apart and you being that chosen one to shift things. And that's something that I have to continue to learn and continue to remind myself. I think at a young age, God was already trying to show me. I just didn't understand it or know it. But from sports teams to all different things that I've ever been involved in, I've always been the president, the captain, the co-captain, some type of leadership role. And I just thought that, that's just who I am. Like, it flows for me. It works for me. It comes easy to me. And I never thought much more about it. But God the whole time was was showing me that you were set apart at a young age, and you're going to continue to be set apart. But that set apart is to know that the responsibilities I have for you are going to look different than everybody else. So even on a sports team, a captain, you are a part of the team, but your responsibilities are different than everybody else on the team. The way that the coach depends on you is different than how they depend on the team. They chose you to be a captain for a reason, because they can trust you, because they know that you can go about the responsibilities. They know that you can accomplish the things that they have for you. They know that you can guide the team on everything else, that you are a leader. But you have to understand with that comes challenges, or it comes where you have to know that you have to do things different than everybody else. You can't say what everybody else say. You can't, when you get in trouble or when things don't go right on the sports team, you can't pout the way everybody else pout. You can't. Your actions have to be different than everybody else's. That's what it is. Your actions have to be different because they're watching you. And if you react the way that they react, then what makes you okay to be the captain then, if all you're going to do is be a follower? So I say all that to go back to the run and tell that is that you're set apart for a reason, and to embrace that set apart, talk to God about it, let him guide you, know that he sees something in you and that's why he chose you for it. And so receive that, be confident in it. Be appreciative of it that he has that, but be humble to understand that he can take it away from you if you don't steward it correctly, and if you don't go about it the right way. He can find somebody else to accomplish it. So that is my run and tell that. I love you all. Thank you all for listening to another podcast episode. Thank you for staying with me through all of this and always being there. Thank you to my new listeners, my new watchers. Make sure my YouTubers go to all of my streaming platforms, like, comment, leave a review, leave some 5 stars down there for me, rate it. For all of my platforms that listen, go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, watch it on there, leave a comment still, like it, and everything in that good nature. Make sure that if you have questions about my journal, make sure that you reach out to me, contact me in all ways. Continue to follow me on all my social media. That is where everything will be updated at. If you're looking to get my journal, you can get it from me, or you can also get it on Amazon. Thank you all for the people who have supported, the people who are continuing to support. I am doing different vendor opportunities as well, and I'm also doing some speaking engagements as well too. So if you're looking for somebody to be a part of your conference, or a small event that you may have, or a Q&A session or anything like that, I am doing speaking engagements as well. So contact me if you are looking for me to come and talk about the journal or just some things within the journal. Yeah, we can connect. Again, thank you all. I look forward to all of the continuous episodes I'm going to do after this. I'm excited for this journey, for this season. I love you all, and I pray that all is well, and I'll see you in the next episode.